What's up, YouTube? Heathens here. Today I want to talk about how I train TnT side. I can do both PSD and TnT, but I feel like I'm a little bit better at TnT than I am PSD, even though I've had successful trifectas. I feel like I just don't have the patience for it. A lot of the downtime, I'm more of a, close the doors and run the truck and keep going, not sitting around, sitting on a pad all the time. But I mean, that's just how I am. That's just how I built. But when I take on a new TnT fresh out of PSD, regardless, you're going to be on the truck for minimum 6 weeks, minimum. So what I usually try to do, instead of just throwing everything at you right at once, I show you how to log on to the Qualcomm, how to switch over your hours and everything, but I don't dig deep into it. The first 3 weeks straight, okay? Unless you have an issue that you want someone there still, kind of like how PSD is, where you would run and the second seat would be sitting there trying to teach you how to drive. If you're confident in driving and everything, that first 3 weeks is nothing but pure driving and backing at the docks. That's the only thing I have most of my new TnTs focus on, is straight driving. Get the confidence up in driving, confidence up in the backing portion. I teach you how to, basically almost what they call cowboy it in, or super trucker it in. The reference points that you learn in PSD, I don't use. That has never been anything I've ever used my whole career, nor will I teach those reference points in TnT. I have a method that I use that is usually almost damn near perfect. Sometimes you are a little off and pull forward, and you have those days. Everyone has those days where your backing is just, no matter how much experience you have, is horrible. So first 3 weeks, driving, backing, that's it. I don't want you concentrating on anything else but that. Once your confidence level is up there and I don't have to worry about how you drive or anything like that, you don't feel like you have to worry about your driving, we move on to the next stage. From then on, after the third week, you're doing everything. Paperwork, Qualcomm, I teach you how to run your logs, how to save your hours, what you need to do. When you get to a receiver, shipper, you send in your macros, everything you need to do, pre-trip in the truck, all that I teach you after that third week. Because there's no point of learning all of that if you're not fully confident to drive in the beginning. I don't know, some people learn differently. Some people can't have everything thrown at them at once. Other people can. So I try to adapt of how the person is. I usually don't figure that out until the first week or two of how a person actually learns. Because most people won't tell you, hey, I learned this way, or I learned that way. Me, I was always hands-on, get to it and go. So I was very successful at doing it that way. That's just how I am. You hand me a book and I'll just look at you like, yeah, no, I ain't gonna read no book. Can't stand reading for some reason. So I can read, don't worry, but that's just not my style. My style is, getting in, getting dirty, and figuring it out. That's how I learned how to, be a mechanic, how to work on trucks, how to work on cars, and yeah, it just has been successful for me that way. So that's how I run TnT when I do run TnT. Currently, I'm not doing any TnTs right now. I have been debating whether to do something like Travis Kinley, where it's a, you know, after program once you finish TnT, but you don't feel like you're quite ready to go out and you still want to be teaming with someone for a little while. So I'm starting to think to consider doing something like that. And the whole reason is because I feel like the TnT program needs to be revamped a little bit with Prime. Still a great program, but there's some things that I feel like should change. But will it happen? Probably not. Who knows? But until then, yeah, that's how I run TnT. In the comments, why don't you go ahead and ask questions? I know a lot of my videos are just right out there. I just, you know, ramble on and talk. I don't have anything really scripted. And in fact, this video, I originally wasn't even going to even talk about this, but I remember a comment asking about TnT experience. So all of a sudden now I'm doing a video. So it's completely unscripted and just on the fly. So if you have any comments or anything like that, please feel free to put it down in the comment section, or if you don't want it down there, you can send me an email to my email address. It's in the description as well. And I'll be more than happy to answer it for you and help you any way I can. So till then, Heathens was here, and I'm out.